I'm with Brendan from Creature Courage. Brendan, what is it exactly you guys do?
So we are an animal phobia therapy service that help people get over their fear of animals, but particularly spiders and invertebrates. That's our specialty. And it's a whole day workshop that starts out with several different proven phobia fighting techniques that not only help people get over the animal they're afraid of, but also help them address general anxiety using neuroscience. We help them understand how the brain works and how to get it to work for them instead of against them, because it's all connected. And that's where Creature Courage is quite unique, is that we don't just address the animal phobia, we address the whole context of anxiety the person's experiencing. So it's more of a fear transformation therapy, and they use the animal phobia as a convincer of how the neuroscience works. And then of course we do the exposure part at the end after they've done and learned all the techniques.
So if somebody came along to the day's course with the animal phobia side of things, when they leave they've got the tools to apply it to other areas of their life as well?
Exactly. So they understand how that ancient primitive survival instinct works, and because it's not connected to the more rational part of our brains, we have to show it, we can't tell it. So I help them, train that part of the brain in effective ways using a multitude of different techniques that goes beyond just the animal phobia. So the value of the course goes way beyond that.
Apply it to literally a whole type of life.
And we do any animal, and we also do corporate and professional development for companies. So we teach the science of neuroscience about how fear and anxiety work in the brain, and then bring in an amazing animal encounter, because you don't even have to have an animal phobia. For most people who feel a bit afraid to hold like a giant stick insect or a giant millipede or a hissing cockroach or tarantula. So they get to immediately apply the techniques they learn, and then they can also use those techniques in the work environment.
How long have you been doing it for, Creature
It's been over a decade now.
Over 10 years?
Yes, over 10 years, and we've now become the UK's leading specialist in the field. And we have clients from all over the country, even international. I'm regularly getting clients from America now.
Oh, wow.
I've had them from Dubai, Ireland, France. Yeah, it just doesn't seem to be a lot of people doing what I do and how I do it, combining all these techniques together in that effective way.
I've not heard of it being applied to other things as well as just being your kind of animal phobias.
Yeah.
How's Bristol show been? Have you had a lot of attention come across? Or?
Super busy. Everyone's been huddled around our stall all day long. This is the first gap we've had. And we're giving people an opportunity to hold some of our wonderful therapy animals, our invertebrates, the tarantulas, hissing cockroaches, millipedes, stick insects, tailless whip scorpions, getting the public fascinated, helping them overcome some fears, teaching people, giving them awareness, building empathy, compassion, and fascination, so all that sort of thing, helping people love spiders, and then they want to go out and buy more spiders. So we're helping all the sellers here.
Is it a case of like what was guys think that the fear of spiders literally comes from when we're children and parents kind of instilling that fear in us?
100%. So we are only born with two fears: the fear of falling and the fear of loud noises. Everything else is learned. And most of the time that is from parents. But you don't even have to have an animal phobia. If you just have an over-anxious parent, the likelihood that you will pick up an animal phobia is far greater, because you're already, like I said, it's all connected. You're already learning to have that heightened sense of alert. So that's why we want to bring that entire limbic system, calm it right down. It also can be learned by experiences. It could be something as simple as someone lifted up their covers when they were a child and there was a spider in their bed, and they're like, and they didn't like that feeling of being surprised, so they start avoiding spiders, they start thinking negatively about spiders, and then it snowballs, becomes bigger and bigger and reinforced. The more you avoid, the more you train the brain this is a real threat, whether it is a real threat or not. So, and then people, it gets worse and worse, and they have a full-blown phobia, and then they have to come see me.
If anybody's watching Phobias Curing, how do they do that?
CreatureCourage.com is the best way. There's loads of great information about all sorts of animals, overcoming fear, neuroscience, and of course the contact information and information on how our workshops run.
Absolutely awesome. Thank you very, very much.
Thank you.